Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be showing you how I am setting up my planner to achieve my October monthly goals in a fun and functional way. So let's get planning. And I've got this mile liner here, ready to go, as well as some washi tape I may use, this Happy Planner sticker book, and this Planning sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay, gonna lay down some wax paper so we can work on a bit of a design here for these monthly goals. I am using a insert that's available in my Etsy shop, and it is on one side set up for 4 monthly goals, and then on the opposite side you have 4 weeks of tasks related to those goals that you can map out. So that is how the insert is set up, and I've been using this pretty much as is for the entire year. So if you want to see any other ideas for how to set this up as far as designs, do check my goal setting series playlist. You can find all the details from this past year and see how I used it all year long. For this month, I decided I wanted to do kind of a coffee theme, more of a fall coffee, pumpkin spice kind of vibe. I felt like coffee was a good theme for a goals spread, so we're going to go ahead and set this up with some coffee drinks here on the edge as a border. And I'm just trying to figure out which items I want next to what, just to balance out the colors and the scale of things. I'm leaving it half off of the page because basically what I'm going to do is cut this set of decor down the center and use the other half on the opposite side of the spread so that they'll be bordered on each side with the same stickers. That's a really easy technique I found to really make your stickers go far away when you're doing a border, and gives you the easiest setup so you don't have to rethink it. It just easily transitions over to the other side. I also added in a little bit of orange grid washi that's also from Planning. I just felt like I wanted to have a little bit more orange fall color in here. So we put that layered with that watercolory tan one that I got from Amazon back in August. And then here in this Happy Planner sticker book, I was thinking to bring in maybe some quotes and some other little items. I think I'm going to use the quotes from this book for headers. So I'm just going to replace out where it says monthly goals and weekly tasks with those headers, just for something fresh and new to look at. And then just looking through to see if there's anything else I want to bring in. I do like that circle quote there, but I'm not 100% sure about it, just because I want to have a good balance on the spread, and I may need that space on the opposite side for actual tasks. So I think we'll just forego that and leave it open for now. But I do want to bring in a little bit more color here, so let's bring in some colorful boxes from the Planning sticker book and use those for headers on each of the weeks. I think that will work well. And just trying to get the right combination of colors here to match up with the stickers. I'm pulling in maybe this darker brown to kind of emulate the coffee a bit more. And I like that. Let's see what else we can do here. Feel like I'm going to want to add a little bit more to the left-hand side as well, but let's go ahead and first get down the stickers we have ready to go. So I'm going to start with the washi tape, laying that down first here at the bottom of the spread, kind of lining that up right with the edge of the page. And then I'll drop in these headers. And white out those headers at the top so that I can layer in those stickers. And then we'll drop in this washi tape as well. I'm going to flip it so I can make sure everything's nice and aligned. And that looks good. Let's go ahead and separate the pages. And trim the edges. Okay, so we've got that in. Let's go ahead and put in those headers now. Just layer those along with these other boxes. And now here's where I kind of show you the easiest way to do this border using one set of stickers. So I'm going to line it up off of the wax paper and then set it down onto the sheets with them butted up side by side. We'll pull those off. Because these are clear stickers, I'm going to go ahead and white out behind them where the black line is, just to make it look a little bit cleaner. And here I'm just using a white gel pen for that. My favorite is the Sakura Jelly Roll, which will be down below in the description, along with all of the other products I'm using here, in case you want a closer look at anything. And I decided to do the same on this other side, so I'm just going back and whiting out that black line. Could have saved myself some time by doing this ahead of time, but I didn't really think about it until I had already started laying things down, so that happens sometimes. Give that a second to dry, then we'll push them down and get to cutting the pages apart. And I'm just using a little cutting board or cutting mat behind the pages along with my precision cutter. This guy is really great for cutting stickers like on top of paper so that it doesn't go too deep through the page. But it did take a few passes for me to separate these pages out because of the layered stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim out the little bit of overlap that I did that wasn't quite on the line. Sometimes that happens, and we are all set. So you can kind of see how it's almost like a mirrored effect too, with the sides matching up in color and scale of things. So like I said, I wanted to bring in a little bit more color here on the goal setting side. So I'm just going to pull in maybe a few of these circle stickers in the same colors that I was seeing there on the right-hand side in the boxes. We'll figure out where we want to put those. I'll just use those to number the goals. Nothing real important, so I think I will bring in this dark brown, even though I wasn't really sure at first if I was going to. But I think just that repetition of color is good to see on the spread. Okay, so now we're actually ready to fill in these October monthly goals. And I recently just posted my quarterly goals for Q4, which is where these goals are normally coming from. So my first goal is a professional goal, and it's related to my portfolio site. So I want to finish all the copy and mockups for my portfolio this month. That's going to be goal number 1. And I'm just going to go ahead and write in all of the goals first and then break them down. So my next goal is a business goal, which I want to list 3 new items in my Etsy shop this month, as well as this health goal of building muscle and losing fat. Those came straight from my quarterly goals. And then the self-care goal is something that I'm just adding in as a happy, if I can get it done kind of goal, where I want to do 4 to 6 bucket list items this month as well. More of a self-care, fun activity, just kind of keeping life fun and interesting and not all about work. So back to that first goal for my portfolio. In order to achieve this goal, we are going to devote 5 hours or more each week on that task. So I'm going to set aside time, hopefully Wednesdays and Sundays, to achieve that goal. So I am setting myself up to achieve at least 2 tasks per week and tracking that with my Kanban board, and then also monitoring the progress and making adjustments weekly to keep me on track. So for my business goal of getting items in my shop, I want to try to complete 1 file per week. If it happens, great. If not, if I need a little more time, there is some leeway built in. I also want to devote 5 hours a week on that goal, along with creating a progress chart for production. For my health goal, I plan to weight train 3 days a week. I'm setting aside Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for that. I will be increasing my protein intake and tracking my food and calories to make sure that that happens. And also maintaining my 1 meal a day schedule, along with adding in an extra 10,000 step day, hopefully on Monday. Add some progress there in burning calories. And finally, for my fall bucket list items, self-care goal, I'm going to look up some activities and buy supplies for those activities if need be. I also want to pre-plan events with friends and with the hubs, and then schedule a couple of hours, 3 to 4 each week for fun and to help me achieve my goals. Okay, so now that we have the goals all set up, we can figure out what tasks I need to do for the very first week to get those goals achieved. Also, too, I like to add in any productivity tasks that are going to be coming up in that week so that I can make sure to schedule time for those as well and balance out my schedule so I'm not overwhelmed. Looking at my goals, I have to create a mock-up for the project. So we're going to set aside time on Wednesday for that. I also need to write a page of copy for the website, so we'll set aside time on Sunday for that. I'll create an item for Etsy Wednesday. That's where I'll have time for that as well. I want to get those lift workouts in, so Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, I need to have workouts then, and then 10,000 step days or walks on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For those self-care ideas, I was thinking to make some pumpkin bread, start things off Sunday, and then look up some fall events so that I can schedule those in for October. Of course, I need to keep in mind my video production schedule, so I'll write in that along with the days where I'll be working on that. I'm also taking a class, so I need to have some time for working on classwork. And then if freelance work comes in, I just need to be flexible and ready to go with that. So those are all of those goal tasks that I have for the week, and that has set me up for this month's goals. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.